Hey there, everybody. This is Gary from Constricted and Addicted. Today, I've got Cora out. I'm feeling a little more comfortable with her and handling her, and I figured today might be the day that I'd put her in front of the camera just to kind of see what happens. But first, what I want to do is show you the video of what happened when I unboxed her 3 weeks ago. There she is. And there she goes. Let's just keep her going. As you can see, she's a completely different snake. Her mannerisms are different. She's not trying to get away from me. She's more of a curious and explorative, and I really don't have the same fear of her going around and cruising on me as I did before. The funny thing is that when I started working with her, anytime she would come towards my face, I would want to turn her around immediately, just immediately turn her around. And I was also taught that when you put them up in the air, that kind of distorts their perception. So I was doing everything I can to hang on to her, to continue handling her, and yet protect myself at the same time. And the more I did it, the more I ended up with her just like this. And to the point where I got comfortable and I took the gloves off. I went down from the really heavy jacket to a sweatshirt. And then I went from the sweatshirt to basically a long sleeve shirt, and now comfortable, bare arm, getting her out. She does not give me any problems at all getting out of her enclosure. When I first started getting her out, she would strike at the hook, she would strike at me, I'd have her out, she'd strike at myself, she'd strike at my wife, she'd strike at air. And I'm just amazed that that is not taking place anymore. She's such a beautiful, beautiful reticulated python, and she's a 50% Kalatoa Superdwarf. From my understanding, 50% of the locality is what makes it a Superdwarf. So she's a Superdwarf Platinum Phantom, and I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at everything about this animal, from the working with her and taming her down, becoming comfortable handling her, to her colors, to her mannerisms. I've been told that reticulated pythons are extremely smart, and I have to agree that, I mean, she's very curious. I think she really does know who I am. I couldn't do this before. I could not get underneath her chin. She would just jerk back, and literally she would scare me. So there's just so many things about her that have changed since I've been working with her, and we are 3 weeks in. 3 weeks of working with her. I really did not think that I was going to be able to achieve this with her. I had friends of mine that I was talking to, and of course, I've been posting little things here and there on YouTube. I've been posting a lot on Instagram. I had made a post at one point in time that I felt like we took 2 steps back, and that was the day that she bit me on the finger. And people insisted, don't give up on her. Don't give up on her. And I didn't. Every day I'd come home from work, I'd pull her out for about 15 to 20 minutes. And maybe 15 to 20 minutes is a short time, but it was just long enough to show her that I wasn't out to hurt her, and to end our handling session on a positive experience. So I don't want to put her in front of the camera for too long, but at the same point, I want to hold her for a little bit and just share my experience with you guys in working with her. I'm still working with her, but it's now become more of socializing and getting used to being held longer than 15 minutes now. Getting her used to being around other people. She's really used to me. Not so sure about, like, if my wife enters the room, I tell her to kind of walk around and be careful, because, she did strike at her one time before, And I don't know if that's still a potential to happen, which it's always a potential to happen. So, but I'm trying to socialize her more, get her under more lights. I've had her in front of my iPhone a little bit. She did strike at my iPhone one day. I was trying to take pictures of her. Been really trying to boost up volumes around her, like voices, so that she doesn't get startled. She doesn't have a whole lot of herky jerk about her anymore, but earlier I had her out and I touched her tail, and she kind of freaked out when I touched her tail, but it was just her like snapping her tail and wrapping it around me. But I'm just so in awe from where she was to where we are now, and just how beautiful she is. I'm really grateful to Chris at New Shed Serpents. This is such a beautiful reticulated python. And I told myself if I was going to get myself a Superdwarf, I was going to get me a really nice Superdwarf. And I have the best of all worlds right here. A 50% locality. Her parents were 50% Kalatoa on each side. One was a 50% Kalatoa Platinum and one was a 50% Kalatoa Phantom. And she got, I believe she got both genes. I think that's how that works. I'm not a really big gene person, but she ended up with both genes. And she was a 2020 holdback for Chris, that she really didn't have a whole lot of handling time, but he was going to work with her before he shipped her to me. And we ended up getting her out right before it started to turn cold. We didn't want her to be shipping in too cold of weather. He's in Oklahoma, I'm in California. And like I said, when I received her, she scared the living daylights out of me because she flew out of my hands, and I didn't know where she was going to go. I didn't know if she was going to end up on the floor. I didn't know if she was going to end up under the oven, under the refrigerator. I had a bin next to me, and I managed to get her into the bin. But then I was thinking to myself, how am I going to get her out of the bin? And yeah, I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to do this, and I just put on gloves and a jacket, kept holding her every day, except when she was in shed. I fed her in the first week, and in the first week she ended up in shed, and within the first 7 days of me having her, she ended up shedding. So, and she just ate on Saturday, so I let her sit till Tuesday. So I've been holding her every day, other than those days, and it's just amazing. It's just I'm completely amazed at how well this has gone, and our relationship. It's beautiful. I love it. This animal right here is the only animal I've ever gotten that I've been able to build a relationship like this with. Every other snake that I've gotten has pretty much been docile, or it needed a little bit of work, but not like this. And this reticulated python is just, she's amazing. So this is Cora. She is my 18-month-old. She's 18 months old, and she's 6 feet long. 50% Kalatoa, Platinum, Phantom, Superdwarf, reticulated python. And I just could not be happier with her. Thank you so much, Chris, at New Shed Serpents. It almost makes me want to buy one of the siblings, or I think there's another litter mate that he has for sale, or a relation to this snake that he has. But you know, I've already got another golden child coming after January, and I think what I'm going to do is just kind of lay low and leave that one as my last one, and work with the animals I have. So hey guys, I've been waiting to do this video and show you to her. I hope you enjoy her as much as I do. We'll see what we can do about getting her into more videos, and definitely I'll continue to work with her. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers too. I really enjoy all the comments that you guys are leaving. It really warms my heart. I mean, like I said, all I really want to do is show you guys my snakes, and what I put out here is not the be all end all. It's just what I do. And if people get some help from what I post up here, you know, that's great, you know. But the reality is that I'm just a keeper, you know, and I do a lot of research on my animals, right, wrong, or indifferent. It seems to work for me. So, and you know, that's what I post. I post what I learn from other people. And of course, I go to you guys as well for information. So thank you guys a lot. I really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.